This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
To Houston with love from NEPA. We talk with the executive director of the Red Cross of NEPA about Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Ken Kara, and I ask that you please join me in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 if you can. And remember to take your community news with you wherever you go with the Samsung Productions app. And here we go to our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. While most Americans were celebrating Labor Day yesterday, approximately 200 Pennsylvania National Guard troops headed to Texas to help with hurricane recovery efforts. The group, which departed via air and a ground convoy, included members of several National Guard units and included mechanics, drivers, and support personnel. Governor Tom Wolf was in Middletown for the send-off.
The people of Texas were inundated by record rains with Hurricane Harvey, and we got the call to help, one of, I think, 20 states to do that, and we're very happy to respond. I mean, this is what you do. You help your fellow Americans.
The troops will help to maintain more than 90 helicopters being used in recovery operations, as well as assisting with supply deliveries and recovery operations. Meanwhile, volunteers from the American Red Cross are also in Texas helping those affected by Harvey. Bill Goldsworthy, the executive director of the Red Cross of Northeastern Pennsylvania chapter, talked with our Lisa Sugart about the local effort and how you can help.
How are you guys holding up? Because I know you've been extremely busy.
It's been crazy, Lisa. It's just an amazing event. When you think of Northeast PA that had a little bit of water, and I'll say a little bit compared to what Houston is getting, right. It's just a tremendous effort down there, and we call it an event. Surely is an event. I mean, just last night alone, over the weekend, I should say, we had 33,000 people stay in one of our 256 shelters that we have. It's just totally amazing when you think of it.
It is amazing. And people here, I guess, you know, those who have experienced flooding from Agnes in our area, and you told me you yourself even had been a victim of flooding in 2011, so you know what these people are going through.
Oh, yes. I had 5 feet on my first floor of my home. And it's different phases. You know, the first phase is like, oh, I can't wait to get back to my house when the water goes down. The water goes down, you go in your house and you look at the devastation and you say, oh my God, I got to get this house clean. Then you get it cleaned, and then you worry about mold, and that's a big issue in Texas. And then you know, your body goes through phases. As you start cleaning up, you throwing everything out, you don't realize you're throwing away a lot of family history. And that doesn't set in until later. You know, after even months, you finally say, like, oh my gosh, I got rid of all my child's videotapes or pictures, and it's a really very challenging time mentally for the people also.
It's hard for us to look at the pictures, so to just fathom what they're going through is unimaginable. And the people of our area always want to help. So there are ways that they can help, but the best way they should help is financially.
Yes, absolutely. You know, you could just imagine, and we have a great area. I mean, we truly are, as I say, a whole area with a heart. People come out of the woodwork and want to give everything and anything they can. And a lot of people want to donate clothing and water and food. That's not what's really needed right now. I mean, you could just imagine 1,000 trucks showing up in Texas. Where do you put these 1,000 trucks of goods? They got to be sorted. You need manpower. If it's closed, it's got to be cleaned. It's got to be distributed. The best way is to contribute to any of your favorite organizations. Hopefully the Red Cross, because we know we have the experience, we have the training, we know what we're doing down there. Just for example, so far we have served over 800,000 meals. We have 16 kitchens set up that could produce 10,000 meals a day. It's just an amazing effort, and like I say, we know what we need, we know what the people need, and the best way to contribute is to contribute financially to your favorite organization. And if they wanted to contribute to the Red Cross, which I hope you would, you can, for an easy $10 donation, you can text Harvey to 90999 on your cell phones, and it's just a $10 bill added to your cell phone, your next cell phone bill. Or you could donate to 1-800-RED Cross. And of course, you could send a contribution to your local Red Cross office here in West Hazleton on 165 Susquehanna Boulevard. And in the bottom of the check, you could just write Harvey in the memo section, and it'll be designated to that fund. The people from the Hazleton area here have been very supportive. We've been receiving checks right from the event started, and we really thank you for that.
That's wonderful, and I'm sure more people will be responding as well. You also have people who volunteered and have gone to help. So you do have people right now in Houston, and you're praying that you don't have to go to Florida because you're keeping a watch on Irma now, who is now a Category 5.
Yeah, we don't want to see Irma. We may love her, but we don't want her near us with this water. Right now we have, from Northeast PA, we have 10 people in the Texas, Louisiana area. And we also have 2 people still up in Canada for the wildfires. Wow. So we have 12 people deployed right now. We're expecting to send 5 to 7 more this week to the Texas, Louisiana area. So yes, we have remember our volunteers are trained for what they're going for. Like the first ones that went were trained in setting up shelters. Now we're sending people that are trained in feeding people. Because even though people get back in their homes, I know from experience up in West Pittston in 2011, it was so grateful to see that Red Cross vehicle in front of your home when you're shoveling out mud and water out of your home, just to go out there and grab a sandwich or a hot bowl of soup or something. So we feed the people, and that's what we're sending now. We're sending our specialists in feeding people down to Texas.
Thank you, Lisa. And again, you can donate via text, phone, or send a check to the local chapter in West Hazleton. In other news, the Hazleton Police Department is looking to expand its role of the Community Policing Initiative. Police Chief Jerry Speziali says the goal is to enhance neighborhood and community-based training programs pertaining to gang awareness, block crime watch, and building trust and legitimacy with the community. The department wants to expand the use of its interactive police website, hazletonpolice.com, and the text for tips number. The chief is looking to create new and expand existing crime watch organizations and partner with faith and community-based organizations. The department hopes to build partnerships with the local business community to avert and resolve issues which inadvertently may contribute to quality of life problems. The chief is asking anyone interested to contact him at 570-459-4933. The Hazleton Police are asking for your help with a theft investigation. Yesterday at approximately 8:46 p.m., officers responded to 70 South Locust Street for a reported retail theft. Police tell us that the male in the photo allegedly removed property from the store, and the department is attempting to identify him. Anyone with information can contact Hazleton Police at 570-459-4940. You can also submit a tip at hazletonpolice.com. Luzerne County businessman and former secretary for the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue, Dan Muser, announced today that he will be running to represent the 11th District in the United States Congress. Muser, a Republican, will be running for the seat held by Congressman Lou Barletta, who is running for a position in the United States Senate. Muser says that he supports Barletta and that they will work together to put America's interests first and rebuild the middle class. Muser will be visiting each county in the 11th District over the next 2 weeks. Still to come on the newscast, our weekly high school football Kohl Scale of rankings. Things are getting interesting, and we've only had 2 weeks of competition. And up next, our friend and Standard Speaker reporter Kent Jackson takes us outside for more outdoor exploring. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hazleton lost one park but gained another in the past month. The park that City Police and Highway Department workers dismantled on Vine Street was at Broad and West Mine, and it was so small people might not have considered it a park. It had a few benches, a table, and shrubbery, which the city workers removed because some of the regulars were drinking alcohol and relieving themselves there in view of children at a fenced-in playground for a daycare center nearby. The Vine Street Mini Park, as it was known, isn't the first to fail. The United Junction Park at Route 424 and South Church Street, a former reservoir, opened as a park, but few people used it, and last summer it reverted to its owner, the Hazleton City Authority, which closed off access. The new park, meanwhile, will be at 14th and North Church Street. The landowner there, Pasco Shivo, donated a plot that used to hold a bank's automated teller machine. Shivo envisions a Veterans Memorial Park that will have tables and benches. He would name it after his grandfather and namesake. Shivo got the idea for creating that pocket park after looking at another small park which is in the center of the city along Broad Street at North Laurel Street. It has semicircular benches and an imposing evergreen. The city held its 4th of July celebration there this year, and the farmers market of the downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress sets up there through the summer. The late Jane Jacobs, to whom I like to refer when thinking about parks, did not consider parks as places that enliven dull cities, but rather she thought the reverse, that parks are dull places which require people before they come to life. She wrote in 1961 about her adopted home of New York City, and she cautions about generalizing her ideas to smaller cities like Scranton, where she grew up, let alone even smaller towns like Hazleton. Parks aren't just fitness centers. They can add beauty to those who stop and look. Schneider said plans call for a statue or a fountain in the Center City Park next to the Art Center, and a new nature park that the Hazleton Integration Project is opening on 3rd Street at Thompson Street and Hallett Court will be a place where children from the Hazleton One Community Center can draw or photograph birds and plants, and where passerbys can just relax.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
The rain is coming, but hopefully things will clear up later this week. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, showers are likely, and we have a possible thunderstorm as well. Then rain and a possible thunderstorm after 3 a.m. We'll have a low of 59 degrees, 80% chance of precipitation, and new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch possible. For Wednesday, again, rain and a possible thunderstorm mainly before 1 p.m. and then scattered showers and thunderstorms after that. High near 61, 80% chance of rain. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch again possible. Wednesday night, a chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 51. Chance of precipitation is 50%. And then on Thursday, another chance of showers, partly sunny though with a high of 65, down to a 30% chance of rain. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 48. Friday, we have a chance of showers after 2 p.m., mostly sunny with a high in the mid-60s, 30% chance of precipitation. Friday night, a chance of showers before 8 p.m., partly cloudy, low in the mid-40s, 30% chance of precipitation. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-60s, and at night, mostly clear and cool, low of 46 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more.
For daily hours, call 570-455-5362.
That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
We're in the beautiful ballroom here at Edgewood. We're back with Samantha Perkowski. She is the certified wedding coordinator, and there's a lot happening here that's going to benefit you if you are getting married. So thanks for having us. I feel like we should be dancing here on the ballroom dance floor.
We are. We're here in the beautiful Bliss Ballroom. And yes, we just actually got back from Wedding Wire World, which was in Washington, D.C. this year. So we're so fortunate to work for a company that sends us to these great events because it really benefits our brides and grooms. We had learned so much while we were there, and thankfully we're able to bring that back and present those to our brides and grooms as well. So we actually sat in on a seminar that was really, really awesome. It actually gave us tips into what is trending for weddings for 2018.
Oh, well, I'm excited to hear about this. So every year, this is something that they have, and you go to it and you see what's going on. Kind of like fashion would be with the New York runway. This is for brides and what's new and coming. So listen up.
Absolutely. So one of the things that they did mention, they had actually taken a poll of all of their brides and grooms, and family-style dinners are what's becoming very, very popular for next year, which here at Edgewood, we do have our own family-style menu. So that's one of the things that we do offer here. It's great because it's still very formal, but your guests have a large amount of food that they get to choose from, and it's something that will keep replenishing to their table. So people love food, and they love to eat. So this is something that's becoming very, very popular for next year.
Now, is that something because it's weddings are larger or smaller, or did they say?
I think it's really just because people like a lot of food. People remember the food and the drinks, and of course the dancing too. So it's a great way to kind of get the amount of food that you would for a buffet style, but it's still almost like a plated meal where we're serving you.
All right, well, let's talk about the color scheme. Did they mention that for 2018?
So they have not yet announced the colors for next year, the Pantone colors of the year, but usually most brides end up kind of going off of that. So that is still something very popular. Very boho chic items are becoming popular, so soft greens and pinks as well. And to tie into that, very natural ceremony sites. So when I heard that, I was very happy because we have our own ceremony site here at Edgewood, which is in a really beautiful natural setting. So you get the woods behind you, the trees around, greens and browns and so forth too. So if you're looking to kind of go along with that trend, that's the perfect ceremony site for you.
Edgewood's got it going on. It seems like you're ahead of the times on everything that you do. You have the cutting edge behind you with the experience with going to these conventions. Yes. Now, you did get a chance to meet someone who you might know at home, right?
Yes, so we had the chance to meet Monty Durham, and he is from Say Yes to the Dress, Atlanta. So I'm sure that you guys have seen that show if you're a bride and groom planning your own wedding, and he was wonderful, so funny, and he had a lot of great fashion tips for us too.
Well, I saw the photo, which you're seeing now, and I really think that you looked like the star more than him.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So if anyone is getting married for 2018, 19, 20, they should, I always say this, but now's the time to really get the date and make sure that it's open.
Yes, our dates book up so quickly, especially if you're looking for a Saturday. So if you do have that special date in mind, something that sounds perfect to you, give us a call so we can get it locked in soon.
All right, very good. Samantha, thanks for joining us here, and join us each and every week on SSPTV News.
Thank you, Janine. I could go for a family-style dinner about right now. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers, though. Still work to do. Pick 2, 1, 7. Pick 3, 3, 2, 5. Your pick 4 numbers, 7, 6, 4, 3. And pick 5, 1, 1, 2, 6, 6. Wild number is 2. We'll run through the all-new high school football Kohl scale rankings in sports when we come back.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Yesterday was Labor Day, so the mines were closed, but today it's back to work so we can turn out the Week 2 high school football Kohl scale rankings. Let's see how our local teams fared on Friday night. We start in the lignite grade with teams that are looking for a spark. Shenandoah Valley fell to 0-2 on the year with a loss to Minersville. Joseph Carvois finished with 53 passing yards for the Blue Devils with 1 touchdown through the air as he linked up with Zachary Link. Monoy area, they dropped down to this grade after they dropped to 0-2 on the year. Matt Lewandowski rushed for 110 yards, and head coach Dave Holman says the Golden Bears were a play away from making it a 1-score game in the third quarter against the very good Tamaqua team. The Bears were in Tamaqua territory in the third quarter when a 4th down pass fell incomplete. To the bituminous grade, where we have teams that could catch fire at any moment. Marion drops to 2nd in this grade after a 27-0 loss to Jim Thorpe. Head coach Pat Morgan says his team went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams they're going to face this year. He also says the Colts have to improve their goal line offense. Marion drove into Jim Thorpe territory a few times and came away empty-handed. At the top of this grade is Hazleton area, who beat Wyoming Valley West 17-15. Damon Horton scored on a 90-yard touchdown pass from Sparky Wolk and on a 4-yard run. He also knocked down the pass on Wyoming Valley West's 2-point conversion attempt that could have tied up the game. Horn also added a sack to his stat sheet. Wolk finished 11 for 21 for 263 passing yards. Now to the anthracite grade for our teams that are on fire. North Schuylkill trailed by 14 in the second half but came back for a win against Steelton High Spire. Mitch Wagner had 183 yards on the ground and Zach Chowanski had a 60-yard interception return in the win. Steelton High Spire did pull within a point, but Mason Geary stuffed the 2-point conversion attempt. Tamaqua stays on top of the anthracite grade, but it's very tight up here. The Blue Raiders beat Monomoy area 34-7 and once again dominated on the ground and stayed consistent in the air. Nick Briner had 200 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, while Nate Boyle rushed for 124 yards and had 1 touchdown. Quarterbacks Thad Zuber and Braden Knobloch combined for 140 passing yards, and that's week 2 in the mines. Well, it's going to be a great month of minor league baseball here in the Keystone State. We start with the International League playoff action on Wednesday here in Pennsylvania. The IL North champs, Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the Rail Riders, they'll start a series with wild card winners, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Durham won the International League South and they'll travel to IL West winner Indianapolis. The winners of both these series will move on to the International League Championship, and the winner there will play in the AAA National Championship game against the Pacific Coast League champ. The National Championship game is being held on September 14th at PNC Field in Muser. And how cool is this? The Rail Riders will donate $1 for every playoff ticket purchased to Hurricane Harvey relief. For tickets, go to swbrailriders.com. Now to the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. In girls volleyball, Hazleton area beat Weatherly. Lauren Merrick had 14 service points for the Big HA. The Cubs got shut out on Monday. As we come down the stretch, Chicago now owns a 3.5-game lead over Milwaukee in the NL Central. That is sports for Tuesday, my friends. Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman will join us on the newscast tomorrow.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Greater Hazleton's 5th Empty Bowls event will be held on Sunday, September 17th from noon until 3 p.m. at the Fireside Lounge in Hazleton. Tickets are $15 for adults and $5 for children. You must order tickets in advance. To get your tickets, you can contact the number on your screen. The 28th Higgins Valley Arts and Crafts Fair will be held on Saturday, September 16th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Higgins Park. For more information, you can call the 2 numbers that are on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Michael F. Ackerman of Highland. Memorial is Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home in Freeland. James Allen Kohler, Jr. of Sugarloaf Township. Funeral is Thursday at 8 p.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. William E. Lenhart of Hazleton. Mass is Friday at 10 a.m. at the Church of St. Joseph in Hazleton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Peter F. Matino of Ringtown. A celebration of life will be held on September 15th at 10 a.m. at the Stauffer Brensick Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Bernice Petruski of Freeland. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
You know, I get to hang out with Lisa Sugart every day. This weekend, it is your chance. She's pretty cool. Meet all of us here. It's Fun Fest weekend. We'll be outside on Sunday before the parade. I'll see you then. More Fun Fest coverage this week with previews. Till tomorrow, take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.